In this room, every student, everybody watching me should learn cortices. When you do cortices, you speed up the brain's consciousness. You speed up the brain's sodium ions in the brain to warp speed. How can I explain that? Let's say that at a normal man's speed, if I was in a jet aircraft going 600 miles an hour, could you hold your hand out and catch this piece of paper from me?
No.
If we raise your cortices to warp speed, it's like you going by slowly. Does it make sense? A different consciousness. So we need to raise our consciousness. We need to understand cortices. And I taught this technique about 3 or 4 years ago to one of my students in class, in my first class. I never teach this in class number 1, which is that Dr. Vincent, my nephew was shot. He's on life support. He's in a coma, and they're going to pull the plug tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I said, well, I know something that may help. I can't make any promises, but it's cortices, and it's got folks out of comas. And we taught her this technique. She left at about 2 o'clock, going to the hospital, and she was going to tell him goodbye. So she left, and when she got there, she said she had everybody to leave the room so she could tell her nephew goodbye, but she did cortices instead. She gets back to the class about 3:45 to 4 o'clock, and the phone rings, and she starts to cry. I said, the poor kid died. The kid didn't die, the kid was out of the coma. Just with this one single technique. I've had a student who got run over by a car. It was the winter time where the mud marks all over her back. The tire ran her over. And she did cortices to her pain. And she got up and walked away. So we're going to learn this technique. But this is not just a formality. You have to know the consciousness. You got to know what's going on in the brain. So if you were to raise your consciousness, that means the amount of divine energy that the body can receive in it has what? Increased. So if you trying to put out a fire, and you have a house fire, and you have a water hose on the side of your house, that could be helpful, right? But you get a fireman's water hose, what can that do?
Put out the fire.
So cortices compare your water hose on your house to a water hose from a fire hydrant. You see the difference there, folks? So we got to learn how to do cortices. And I want everybody to follow me and find a sheet. And you're going to start at the nape of the neck, right here. And you're going to both hit, tap both sides. Not one side, folks, both sides. And tap lightly. You're going to tap. And what you're going to do, folks, what I think is this here, is that when I tap, folks, what I'm doing is that I'm painting where my hand's at, the color of the rainbow. And then I store it in the heart. I come up one step further, tap here. Store it in the heart. Come up further, tap here. Store it in the heart. Come up further, tap here. Store it in the heart. Come up further, tap here. Store it in the heart. But all we done, folks, was this here. We got to do the sides here, okay? Put both hands at the side. Down further a little further. Okay, good. Take one hand off, tap here. Store it in the heart. Tap here. Store it in the heart. Hand back there again. Of course, it may take some folks longer. They got bigger hands than mine, okay? Just do the whole thing. Powerful. Now, by knowing cortices, we can go a step further and do allergies. and do herpes. I got a phone call almost 9 years ago from a friend that said, Doc, I got herpes. And they call concerned, but I was excited. You got herpes? Is it leaking? What did it get pissed with me? Yeah? Come up now. They drove the 4 hours up here. We took a Q-tip swab. Got some of the leakiness from the herpes. Put it in the navel. Tuck some cotton swab around the gums and the tongue. Put it in the navel. We did cortices to body chemistry. Never took one medication for herpes. Never had a breakout since 2003. Shingles. Bobby had shingles. Is she on camera? Put cute Bobby on camera, okay? I'm this sexy Bobby. Now Bobby had shingles. And you're seeing far more shingles commercials than ever before, right? Because everybody's getting it. Praise the Lord. Because why, we got something for them. This cream, and what you put a learn up here at the very front, and the Tri-Power will be fantastic for shingles. The Tri-Power or the ASEA, either one, but the cream will be the major ingredient with it. Now Bobby had shingles. For how long?
7 days.
You had, no. You had it before 7 days, but how long you had it for?
About a week, and then when I told you they was gone in 7 days.
7 days. And now that's her brother. Turn her around. Find the brother back there. Can you turn her way around? Now that's her brother. You had shingles how many months?
4 months, four and a half months.
And we didn't know he had shingles until his wife said something. His wife tells the truth.
Yeah.
She speak up.
Yeah, I had them, and I went to all kind of, I guess dermatologists and whatever, they give me all kind of stuff that wasn't working, whatever. And I come to you, and within 3 weeks it's gone.
All natural. And guess what, folks? I'm nothing special. I'm going to teach you what I did. Does that make sense? I'm going to teach you what I did. Anybody can do this. Folks know that I'm an Aquarius. I don't care how it works, right? As long as it works, don't explain to me how it works. And you Aquarius too?
No, but I was married to one.
You said it was. And guess what? If you have a passion too, I'm married to one. We don't care how it works. But we want it to work. Does it make sense? So we're going to bring her up again, and then we'll bring you guys up also. How's your, come on up please.
You want to
Now-
read my stuff?
Yes. Now, she came to us after seeing an allergist for 15 years. Well, you seeing them once a year, the allergist?
Oh, no.
How often?
Like every month.
So every month for 1 year, and I know the allergist costs more than $1 a visit, right? As a fee, please. So let's say he charged the average $85 a visit. So she paid $1,000 per year for her allergy shots. So she paid 15 grand to keep allergies. And so we repeated you how many times? About 4 times?
About 4 or 5 times.
And how much better are your allergies?
Oh, a lot better. My sister's a lot better.
Okay, and what's in your bag there?
My bag has salmon,
Salmon, what's that? Potato?
cheese,
Cheese? What else? Rice?
rice,
Is that coffee?
coffee grinds.
What else?
Yes.
Is that pork?
What's it?
I mean that.
That's
Okay, what you
so old,
got?
I don't know what it is.
I had to bring all our allergies to me in a bag. And so when I started doing,
Bread, yeast.
when I started doing this kind of work, I would see a lot of folks who did grass and this kind of things that they would come see me in March or April and October because of different things out there. So now, to do allergies, what you want to do is, you got to know cortices, okay? You got to know cortices. Anybody got Q-tip swabs? Robert? Whatever you need.
She got it. We're robbing at Deborah.
If you need a defibrillator, she got it in her purse.
Very safe down there.
I need to. Okay, now, you're going to take one of these, folks. Now, we're going to practice this, folks, on Saturday. So if you folks miss class on Saturday, you won't miss. We're going to go over this again on Saturday. But we're adding new things on Thursday, okay? Thursday will be the ear. And going over the stomach and the kidney on Thursday. We got to do the heart again, because you guys don't know the heart yet. I'm getting some gums here, okay? I'm getting cells off the tongue. We're going to put this right here in the navel. And back here is everything, all her allergies written down. I like to put the hand in for a minute, vibrate. And I'm going to put this here, right over that, okay? I like to put these on the skin, folks. And believe it or not, when I do like things like herpes virus, these things, I like to do them in the underwear. Folks don't get their underwear. Let's take all the stuff, the clothes off to your underwear, and let me get to the underwear and do it, and the effect is profound because you have no interference. Okay, so now we can now tap out body chemistry. We're going to call this body chemistry. Okay, write this down, body chemistry. So body chemistry is taking on a Q-tip swab from the gums and tongue. And by the way, folks, she's already doing it. She has a crystal molecule cream and a tri-power. That's standard. Everybody that I treat has that cream on their hands, here and here. That's standard for me, okay? If you have a hangnail, that cream is standard. So now, because it's going to revibrate the body energy systems. So now, and for her, I like the tri-power for her or the ASEA. We're going to know more about the ASEA on Thursday. On Thursday.
One or the other?
Yes. And when it comes to like MS, sarcoidosis, lupus, these things, the cancers, maybe to help folks out, we can't cure those things. But we had somebody with MS, pretty much be at risk for 15 years, could barely talk, up walking in 30 days of talking with the ASEA and the tri-power. So the ASEA will be for autoimmune diseases such as diabetes, lupus, MS, sarcoidosis, and these kind of things, fibromyalgia. So this is what we're going to use for the ASEA. Other things, the tri-power, you know, we're going to use. So now, so it's already here, and we're going to tap this out, okay? So when you tap it out, folks, you're not going to just go through the motions. Go through the motions. When I'm doing the cortices, I'm linking it to her allergies. I'm telling the body to recognize what's there and make the correction, make the shift. Now, with the cream on her already, the shift is being made without me doing anything. But we're taking it to a much higher level of what? Consciousness. Now, anybody can do this. Anybody. I can teach a 6-year-old to do this. And I'm excited because why? I got 6 years old who are tapping now doing this procedure. Now, if a kid can do this, and they believe in Santa Claus, you follow me? What I mean by that? They don't got our belief system that it ain't gonna work. We got these negative belief systems, it's not gonna work. Does it make sense? How can this do that? I'm thinking allergist. She saw one for 15 years and had the same thing she had when she went in there. You make good money for you. Hopefully he watched this tape. Now, my hands at the back, folks. I'm doing cortices. And I'm focusing. This is recorded, folks. So what you want to do is go home and pair up. You guys should get in study groups yourself outside of this classroom. Maybe 4 or 5 hours a month, 2 hours here and there, and just go through these techniques on your own. It's easy when I do it myself, right? But when you get out of here, it's not so easy, is it? And plus, they had capacity to put me on pause. Is that amazing?
You mean we can slow you down? So
Slow
we
me
can
down,
understand you?
This is powerful, folks. So if she had shingles, folks, I would have did the same thing, and I would have got some of the lesions off her skin. I would probably got a Q-tip swab, put some water on it, and scrape the skin, and put one in there for the saliva, and one in there with the skin side by side. And I wrote down shingles in the body, and did the crystal module cream, the tri-power, and the body would have did what, in my opinion, got rid of the shingles. So everybody down here is at least 40, right? So almost everybody down here will get shingles.
What?
Say praise the Lord. But now you know how to fix it. If you got chickenpox, you get shingles. But Holly, no one got shingles before, you know that? No one got it. Now everybody's getting it. It's in the water, folks, what do you think? Or it's the consciousness of shingles is spreading. Look at this here, folks, and we're done. We just did what? We just did what the doctor couldn't do for $15,000 in less than 5 minutes. Let them sit there for a little while, 3 or 4 minutes. This is allergies. Keep in mind that we would have put this on the nail bed. And how can you buy this? You got to contact the person. You find me the voucher here or the site you're on. Comes out of Japan. This retails for $89. But it's well worth it. It's well worth it. And for members, it's $69 for members. You get it cheaper if you're a member. So this is allergies, folks. Any allergy. Cat, dog, peanuts, ex-husbands. Yeah, all you gotta do is break a piece of their hair, put it in there every time a while, okay? Just kidding, folks. Do not break with no ex-husband's hair. But Dr. Vincent, he goes hair, that's his whole head. You said break his hair, not the whole head. Okay, wake up, please. Okay. So anybody in here, anybody that watches on video can do allergies now. If you can't do it, get the video, do it over and over again, practice on family and friends. You can do it. Okay, you straight. Now, wasn't that simple?
Can we do that on ourselves as well?
Yes. Yes. Okay, Mr. Vernon, please. Mr. Vernon. You here to be seen? Now, by the way, folks, this is Mr. Vernon, and when I first met him, he had a problem with his foot, and I told him what the doctor was going to tell him. The body told me that the doctor was going to tell him in a couple of weeks that they got to take off his foot, the rest of his foot. And 2 weeks later, guess what they did? Told him, we got to take your foot. He lost part of it due to diabetes, and we've been doing this. He's not working on him. He's on the tri-power, the crystal module cream, and Cleopatra. Whatever we tell them to buy, they get. But they want to get well. How's your foot doing?
Right. And
so now, do they still want to take it?
No, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it now.
Right.
So now, we have people that are going to be out there with ulcers and these things. And I show folks what's on my leg from antibiotic therapy on my leg, and I'm gonna show you guys next Monday the improvement. So, but we got people out there who's losing limbs due to diabetes, who have ulcers, and we have one of the bishop's wives here. When I saw her, this was all black, going down both sides and swollen, and it was a year after surgery. It should still be all black. It looked dead, and so we got her on the Cleopatra. Anybody got Cleopatra down here? Here. Can you open the box for me? I need to show it.
It's already open. Go ahead.
Oh, I ain't mad at you, sister. I like you, you know that? Oh, she opened, not the edge though.
I opened up before the edge.
Okay. Okay, now here, you hit the bottle, okay? This is what we have to do. Now, this is Cleopatra. Now, when I mean the Cleopatra, this is what he did on his foot, and this is what this would do for you if you have hair issues or cellulite. How many women love cellulite? Raise your hand if you love cellulite. The guys don't like it either, folks. Okay. Anyway, so now this is Robin right here. They put Robin on there. Robin had a problem with hair. She had a hair issue. A hair issue. And now, 4 or 5 weeks later, 8 weeks now? 8 weeks. This problem for what? Since 1989?
Oh, wow, yeah.
So she had a hair problem for 23 years, and the first month went from this to this the first month. Imagine that. And this is the fellow I met in Maryland. And I wasn't a big hair person because I got hair. You never pay attention to things that you got, right? But if I had hair, I would have paid attention, right? He didn't have hair. He saw what she did, so he paid attention. And this is going to be the 3rd week, a month later, receding hairline is gone. So if you have a hair problem, we got some for you. It also turns gray hair back its original color. Original color, without dyeing it, folks.
Yeah.
Original color. Phoebe was totally gray. Come on over, Phoebe. Come up here. She loved it on camera. Come on up. Now, she was totally gray, folks. Totally gray. Now, it's coming back. It's about 4 or 5 weeks coming back.
That's your natural color. The back of it.
I mean, her rectal color is the red. It was totally gray. It's coming back. Take about 90 days.
Brown is Dr. Brown.
She's a brunette.
You can see it in the back.
Okay. Okay, you all set. Okay. Now, right here is Ivy. Now, this here is the work in progress here. Ivy here, hair was a gorgeous gray, but now the black's filling in. How many weeks is there?
It's the 3rd week.
The 3rd week. So 90 days, her hair is going to be totally black, 90 days.
I see a difference.
And it's the thing here.
Yes.
The men buy this product more than women. They buy it about 4 boxes. They want 4 more boxes. What you doing with it? None of my business, I guess. But anyhow, it's very simple, folks. You take this pack, shake it up, put it in this bottle, fill it with water. I like the still water. The 30, 40 ounces, shake it up. Let it sit to 10 minutes. Put it on your hair. The baldness will be gone in 90 days. The gray is gone in 90 days. Put it on your cellulite. In 3 or 4 months, that's gone. Put it on your face, and you look 10 years younger in 90 days. So look, the baby boomers, folks, what? We want to look good, don't we? We want to look good, don't we? So now this product here, folks, the same company out of Japan. When I first started doing this product, folks, it was $149 for this box. Guess what? I thought it was a good deal. At $149. When you start turning 50, folks, every advantage you can get, I want. You follow me? But now, as a member, you get 4 of these boxes for $210. As a member. And they retail $100 a box as a member. So you get for $210, all 4 months you need. They get the ball gone, the gray gone, the cellulite gone. And then you don't look 60 anymore, you look 50. That's a plus, right? Okay. So this is here for you. A plus. I think the sister wants some of it. What do you think? Okay, now, so you get it. Now, so you students who missed the ENOC course, you want to make sure that you get on the internet. I'm going to be teaching that course, 8 hours of it, in Maryland on the 3rd and 4th. And anybody, I don't care, and who watches this video can tap in from where Ghana, it doesn't matter where they tap in at. It's something that everybody needs to learn. And you want to be able to get with Kojo and find out how it can be recorded, and you do that course with us, okay? You won't have the course notes. So you get with my students here, you get with Marty or Ladine and get their Enoch notes. It's like 8 or 9 pages, and you can follow through. Everybody don't get that opportunity because if you're not one of my students, you can't get the notes. People will take this course here, but not the notes. How can you learn about the notes?